Okay, problem 3 to this is here. It says use a ruler to draw a line of best fit for each graph, then write an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b for the line of best fit. Okay, you need to draw your line. You can use a pencil or another pencil or straight edge right in between all these. You're not going to connect the dots, any of the dots, because if you did, you would leave these two out all too close to the middle. That's not a good line of best fit, okay? So basically, you're going to draw a line in the middle, somewhere there, anywhere there. So different, most of you will have a different line. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to choose this one. Remember, when you're choosing points, you need to choose points on your line, not the dots, on the line right here and right here. This point is 8 and 200. That's my x sub 1, y sub 1. This point is 14 and 400. Okay. Therefore, point slope, use point slope first. Y minus y sub 1 equals to m parentheses x minus x sub 1. Now, you can have different points. You don't have to use these points, okay? It's based on your line. Before, I'd never record this because all of us can have different points. And it still can, but if you can't, try to copy mine and use my number if you're having a hard time. So you get y minus y sub 1, which is 200, plus a negative, equals to m. We don't know. Let's find the rate of change here, or slope. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Y sub 2, x sub 1, 2, y sub 2 is here. Is 400, that's $400 minus $200, that equals to $200 over 8 is months, 8 months minus 14, and 14 is also months, minus 14 months. That you get negative 6 months. Oops, that does not make sense. You can't have negative. So x sub 2 is 14 minus the 8 months. X sub 1, you get 6 months. So basically, $200 every 6 months. You profit $200 every 6 months. You can simplify this by dividing by 2. You get $100 every 3 months. So $100 every 3 months. You get x minus x sub 1, which is 8. Okay, distribute, additive inverse, 100 over 3x plus a negative, okay. Now if you use a calculator, you get 33.3. Yes, repeating, let's round it to the nearest tenth and multiply that 100 divided by 3 times negative 8. 100 divided by 3 times negative 8 equals, that's what I get. 266.8 6 repeating. Notice at the very end they round it to 7. See this here? So you round yours to 7 like that, to the nearest hundredth. It's always good like that. Equals to, oh, don't forget this x. Y plus a negative 1, 200. Add 200 to both sides. Add 200. Okay, put in your calculator if you don't know the answer of negative this plus that. 3.3x plus a negative 66.67. That's my point slope, okay? Now this is the same. You draw a line of best fit. Your line of best fit most likely will connect maybe those two dots together. And then, oops, way off. Like that, right? Okay. Or you can make it like this. As long as it's in the middle. Okay, either way. Choose the dots. It's our choice. Right here. And probably, I see one here. So this is x sub 1, 2, and 1600. 16,000, I mean. And this is dollars. And times in years, 2 years, 8 years. 8 years, they only made $8,000. So they're making less every year. All right. So you do the same as you do here. Okay, I'll let you try that on your own. Make sure you start with y minus y sub 1 equals to m parentheses x minus x sub 1. And label this x sub 1 minus x sub y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And so you get y minus y sub 1, which is 16,000, equals to m. M you need to find, it's y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That's the rate of change. Okay, y sub 2 is 8,000 minus 16,000 all over 2 minus, oh no, this is 8. 8, not 2. 8 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Doesn't make sense. 8 minus 2. So you get 8 negative over 6. Let's see, can it be reduced? No. Divided by 3? No. Divided by 2? You get, divide both of them by 2, you get negative 400 over 3 x minus x sub 1, which is 2. I'm going to use decimal, that's all. I'm going to get decimal answer. Okay? Finish it. Outlier. List the coordinates for the outlier. I'm going to make this an outlier and that an outlier. Maybe leave this alone, but that one is definitely far from the rest. So that is 5 and 100. Those are my outliers. Okay. Okay, I need you to, let's draw your line of best fit. Okay. Determine whether the scatter plot is positive or negative association. It's positive because it's going upward, so positive. Now, I need you to know association. Explain how you know. Because here's how. Normally, you explain the lines going up. As your hours of sleep increase, hours of sleep goes to 0 to 10. As hours of sleep increase, as hours of sleep increase, this is math test scores, also increase. That's how you would explain it. Write a linear equation in a given line that best fit in slope-intercept form. Okay, you choose 2 dots. If you're going to use mine, let's see. Oh, my dot is good here. Yours can be different. Make sure you choose the one on your line. And then choose here. This is 2 and we're going by 5s. This is 35 then. X sub 1, Y sub 1. 5 and 60. X sub 2, Y sub 2. Okay, so those are y minus y sub 1. We start out with point slope, m parentheses x minus x sub 1. It's a slope-intercept form, okay? And then you put in your numbers, just like you did up here. So y minus 35 equals, we need to find m. M is y sub 2, change the code. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, okay? And y sub 2 is 60, 61, 60%. Your score went 60 minus y sub 1, 35 over x sub 2, 5 minus 2. Another 3, huh? You get 25 over 3. Again. Well, yeah, I hope you get different numbers. X minus, because the divide by 3 is x sub 1 is 2. And it gives you decimals, finish. Uh-oh, I didn't realize this was here, guys. Sorry. So if you didn't get the rest, I'll leave it like this so you can see it. Hopefully you don't just sit there and copy. You learned something. Oops. Okay. 25 divided by 3, get something as a decimal, rounded to the nearest tenth, plus a negative. We'll get a decimal also, rounded to the nearest tenth. Then you add 35 to both sides to get 0. You'll get y equals to something. Okay? What is your equation in your y-intercept? You should know what your y-intercept is by now. Okay? Okay, find the area shaded region. All right, you got half a circle. The other shape is a rectangle. Let's start out with half a circle. Half a circle area is pi r squared. Area is 3.14 times radius. Okay, this is the diameter. That part is the radius. So half a radius from here to here. The whole thing is the diameter of 12, radius then of 6. So 6 squared. So basically 36. Okay, use your calculator. 3.14 times 6 squared. 6 squared is 36. Always do the exponent first. So you need to remember this is half a circle, so you divide by 2. Okay, make sure you divide this answer. Divide that answer by 2 equals 56. Area equals to 56.52 inches squared. Then you do the rectangle. Area is base times height. This is the base. Area is 12 times. This is the height. It's missing. So you need it. Height is missing. A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. A is 12 squared plus B is the height. And C is 13 squared. 144 plus the height squared equals to 169. Minus 144 to both sides. Get 25. H squared, take the square root of 25. H is 5. So the height is 5 right here. Area of the rectangle then is 60 inches squared. And they're all shaded, you add them together. 56.52, add 60, 116.52 inches. Okay, find the area of shaded region. Okay. So, got the triangle and the rectangle. Triangle first, area base times height divided by 2. Area at the base of this whole triangle right here. This is all of the triangle. The bottom piece right here, same as here, that's 20. So the base of 20 and the height of 9. Divide that by 2, put in your calculator, you should get 190 feet squared. Rectangle, area is base times height. The base is the bottom, which is 20. The height is 10. Area then is 200 feet squared. All shaded. 200 plus 190 equals to 390 feet squared. Okay. Number 7, find the area of shaded region. Okay. We got rectangle. And we got half a circle. Okay, half a circle is pi r squared. Area equals pi 3.14. And then we need to know this line right here. That line is the same as this one. That's called a diameter of 24, radius of 12. So radius is 12 squared. Half of the circle, don't forget, because of half you divide by 2. Okay, put in your calculator, get your answer, then add it together. At the end, and the area of rectangle, base times height. Explain. Oh, problem 5. Well, either you want to explain problem 5 here, how to find the area, or problem 7, doesn't matter. You explain each step. What you did here, what you did here, why you need to do this. Each step. Step 1 is this, step 2 is this, step 3. Oh, step 2 is Pythagorean theorem. Step 3 is finishing it off. Okay, write the step first. I find area half a circle by, and I multiply. Okay, finish explaining. You should be able to do this.